Welcome back, everybody, to Franchise. My name is Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
You might notice that it looks like we leapt ahead a little bit. That's because, for some reason, not only did we lose some audio, but apparently we also lost a touch of video. We don't really have any idea what was going on with our capture. We assure you it wasn't a real big chunk missing. Mostly we just went up the side of the wall, went through like a little walkway, and then we were now we are here on the outside of the building.
We're all tiring the shit out of this building now.
Yeah, really. We're going full Assassin's Creed in this bitch. Only way fucking cooler. Yeah, in my opinion. I think Drake is way cooler than Ezio. Personally.
Oh, cooler than Ezio all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Altair,
I like
negotiable. More negotiable. I think Altair is like way more stone cold than fucking.
Yeah, you and I are way bigger fans, I think, of Altair than a lot of people are. A lot of people are into the whole Ezio camp, you know.
Yeah, I think so. But what were we talking about at the end of the last episode? I think we were talking about whether or not games are
a waste of time.
A waste of time.
Yeah. You ever hear that, growing up or not even growing up, man. You could hear it nowadays. They'll, people say to their kids, I don't know why you're wasting your time with that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why you're wasting your time on them video games.
And really, like, as an adult, you really hear it more, right? Because
absolutely.
At some point, like, the whole idea was that you're playing with a toy, and the whole point is that now that you're an adult, you're not allowed to play with toys or something like that.
Exactly.
Like throwing a football or like getting a drone or something like. Look at this dude. He's just like he doesn't even know what to do about you.
Dude, what if right there, like he caught me and I put my hands on his foot? It's okay, you got me. Better
like
get me quick.
The big goofy scream.
Yeah.
But yeah, and don't get me wrong, I do think video games are a waste of time in a certain way. But I think now, especially nowadays, video games are not always a waste of time. Like, for instance, many people have made their careers out of playing video games. Like
Absolutely.
there are a lot of Twitch streamers who do. There are a lot of YouTubers, much like us, but with a lot more success behind them.
A lot more success. Now watch this guy, man. He's
Goodbye.
Oh man, he had time to think about that one.
I'm glad they had an actual splash and he didn't just like clip
Disappear.
through the...
Yeah, me too. Thank Naughty Dog for that, man. That's an excellent group of developers.
Really, so far. And somewhat recently they announced The Last of Us 2.
Oh man. Oh, the trailer for that?
Oh,
Woo.
yeah. And that's great, really, because that also gives...
Look at that dude, like, he's doing the Beetlejuice. He's like, hey! Look at him, man.
I'm just trying to remember exactly where I was going with what I was saying real fast. Oh, yeah, I mean, what that means is that now we can feature The Last of Us on franchise. Because now The Last of Us is part of a larger franchise. It's not just, it's one standalone game. Which, I wanted to do the game anyway, and we were going to do it maybe on Game Frame or something, but now we can feature it on franchise. Which I think is amazing.
Yeah, I would love that.
What do you think the story's going to be about?
Me, personally?
Yeah. Like, do you think Joel's betrayal is going to become, like, is going to come to the forefront of that? Do you think, like, Ellie figures him out? Because you can kind of tell at the end of the last game that she kind of figured him out a little bit. Do you think that that's going to be a confrontation?
I don't think it'll be as big. I mean, it probably will be. I mean, she'll probably confront him on that because he just straight up lied. Spoiler alert, if you haven't played the game.
Oh, well, if you haven't played The Last of Us yet, honestly, that's your problem.
Damn right, man. But
you need to play that game.
You're really missing out if you haven't. But I think what she's going to do is take down pretty much all of the Fireflies. That's what they are, the Fireflies.
You think she's going to take down the Fireflies?
I think that's the premise. They were trying to kill her, and they were trying to figure out a cure, for what's going on.
We just straight shot that guy.
Damn right. When this dude just appeared over there, man.
Oh, no, he jumped over there real quick. I saw
He was over there real quick, but I think that's, in my opinion, I don't know. I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. I'm thinking she's going to go take them all down. I think she wants to. I mean,
that's weird. That's like almost the exact opposite conclusion that I'm drawing.
What are you thinking?
Well, like, if you remember from the first game, right? She was like real tight with like the leader of the Fireflies or whatever I'm not sure if she was the leader, but I think she was. The black lady.
Yeah.
She was friends with her daughter in the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yep.
I can't remember her name for some reason, but like Ellie was friends with her. They were real tight with it, and I think on some level she did kind of understand what her risk would be. I don't think she really knew she was going to die, but she probably considered it a possibility. I'm thinking that she would, in the end, wait against essentially curing humanity. Or making them immune to it versus her life. I think she would have picked, just knowing the kind of character that Ellie was, I think she would have picked humanity over herself. So I think that because if you remember, when she asked Joel that question at the end of The Last of Us, she was asking it in a loaded way. Like, she was asking it like she knew the answer already.
Right.
Right? And I don't think the question was, Joel, did what you tell me was true? I think the question was more like, Joel, now that it's over, are you still going to hold on to this lie? Right? And I think she was trying to this is all speculation. I don't feel like I don't feel certitude in what I'm saying. I'm just thinking that that's more what I got from it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the natural evolution of that is that Ellie comes to resent Joel. And I think their relationship has to get a lot more complicated now because, Joel, if you're playing as Joel throughout the game, like maybe you play as Ellie now, but like if you don't and you play as Joel throughout the game, you might still be motivated by protecting Ellie, right? Like maybe Ellie gets captured or she runs away or because she's like, fuck you, Joel, you lied to me, you bitch, and fucking runs off. And now you're like, oh no. Maybe you find out that there's another group that's also taken off after her because now they know that she doesn't have her protector or something. I'm drawing a lot of weird conclusions here, but at the same time, they feel logical. Like, I feel like a character like Ellie would resent Joel for that. I think she would be like, fuck you. And for all I know, maybe she's going back to find the remnants of the Fireflies to make it right, rather than trying to kill them all. Because maybe she's like, look, I'm still housing the cure within my body. I can go and make this right. I can make this better. And the people, my friends that were in the Fireflies that died, they didn't die in vain. And all that journey that Joel and I went through wasn't in vain.
That's very possible. But
I really don't know what Naughty Dog plans to do with it.
Then my real question is from the second trailer. Who is she after? Who is she gonna kill every last fucking one of?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. It could be the Fireflies.
That's just,
but it could be another group.
Could be, yeah. It could be any group. Could very well be another group. Nice, this is pure. I hate the word.
Oh, look, there's a betrayal right there.
Oh, look at that.
Yep, fucking Not Navarro. We should call him Not Varro.
Not Varro.
Fucking Not Varro's all pissed off.
Yeah, he is.
It's a big gun, Not Varro. Oh man, I remember this part was a little weird too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if we got through it in one try or not. I say we, but you're the one playing.
Oh man, he's ruining all that perfectly good shit. Just shooting all that perfectly good shit with that deagle.
I think it's perfectly logical, though, to conclude that the Fireflies might be the group she's talking about. But I also think that with it being a new game, and it being obviously at least a few years down the road, that other groups could have come into being at the same time. So
that's true.
Or hell, maybe she's even referring to the group that Joel is a part of. Because you remember at the end of the game, they went back to his brother's compound.
Yeah.
So it could be that. It could be Fireflies. It could be some unnamed third group. Could be anything. I
know, man.
That's the thing. It's all speculation at this point.
I was not wanting to really use that word at all because we see way too.
We're not doing a speculation video. I think that's different. We're not being like, wouldn't it be cool if Ellie was able to get cybernetic implants or something like that. Like,
exactly.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if Ellie goes around dual wielding Uzis and just annihilates everybody in the game?
Anybody who watches this video, if you haven't seen the Last of Us 2 trailers, check them out and let us know what you think. Like,
the mall closed. You see that? The mall closed on me. Couldn't get in there, man.
Oh man, you're just trying to buy some sneakers.
Now I can't even get out of there.
Oh, I remember. You were running around in here and you didn't know where to go.
Yeah,
but there's this little tiny side passage. I think you
gotta do. Oh wow! I
tried to backflip up a stairwell.
I died hard with plenty of vengeance with that.
Died hard.
Bruce Willis would have been proud of that death.
But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think something more like what Jeff's saying about maybe she's after the Fireflies? Do you think whatever crap I was spewing out of my face is more likely, or do you have like a totally different theory? You know, what do you guys think? Let us know.
I mean, you're absolutely right, though. It is all pure speculation. The only thing I have to go on is Fireflies, and the fact that they wanted to kill her.
Well, it's really the only group when you think of like Ellie being like, "Oh, I'm going to kill every last one of them." Obviously, she's referring to a group, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And the only group that we really know about is the Fireflies. We don't know about any other groups.
Exactly. I mean, the only other thing she could be referring to is like every one of the zombie-like creatures in the game, but that's a bit much, you know?
Every one of the cordyceps?
Yeah, that would kill every
one of those click-clacking bastards.
That's a bit much.
Get me my bow.
Oh, man.
Which was my favorite weapon in that game.
Oh, it was mine, too. I
so
can't
cool.
even...
I know we're kind of gushing about the game, but man, wasn't it a cool game? Really?
I can't even...
It was so cool.
I can't even tell you. Like, I love games that have a bow in it. What I really like is games that do it well. And I think The Last of Us did it really well.
Yeah, The Last of Us did it really well. Probably one of the best bows in a video game. Wouldn't that be funny to make like a top 5 or a top 10 bows in video? We should do that.
We should do it. Top 10 bows in video games.
There's something for the comments, guys, actually. If you want us to do a top 10 bows in video games, let us know. And put your vote in the comment, by the way.
Absolutely.
And we'll definitely consider it. Because you might think of a bow that we can't. You know what immediately comes to mind?
What's that?
The torque bow.
Oh, dude, I was thinking the same thing. The torque bow.
The torque bow from Gears of War Torque.
The pork.
Gears of Torque.
Gears of Torque. The pork bow. That's what we used to call it, the pork bow.
Yeah, that's what you turn. That's what you turn your enemies into when you shoot them with it. You turn them into torque rinds.
Oh yeah, they just
barbecue torque rinds. Oh man, I love that weapon.
Yeah. Oh man,
I think we got confused trying to skip the thing.
What else was it? Tomb Raider, like the new
Tomb Raider,
the newer Tomb Raider games.
Yeah, the last two.
Yeah, they were done really well. I haven't played the newest one.
Me neither.
I want to really bad.
I think
because they're good games.
Wasn't the reboot just called Tomb Raider?
The first one was, and then the second one I think is the Rise of Tomb Raider, right?
Rise of the Tomb Raider. Yeah, you're right. That's the second one.
Yeah. And I really want to play that one.
Tomb Raider is a franchise that I definitely want to do on the show.
Yeah, me too. I really do.
I really love the first 3 Tomb Raider games. They're the only ones I've really played. Mm-hmm. I tried to play Last Revelation, which is technically number 4, but I think I was just burnt out on Tomb Raider at that point. Like before the game had come out, I had played 2 and 3 back to back a bunch, and when Last Revelation came out, I guess I didn't care very much anymore. Because it was the same game, you know. Well, they made her a little skimpier than normal. Because I remember that was a big deal back then.
We can thank, we can thank Indiana Jones for pretty much all of these kind of like treasure hunting adventure games. Because seriously, without Indiana Jones, who knows what would have came about?
That's an excellent point that you're saying. Indiana Jones, okay? We obviously know how to make a sweet fucking adventure. Like, do you smell smoke?
No. Do you?
I do. Anyway, weird distraction, something going on in our world. Not that kind of smoke, like cigarette smoke.
No, I don't. But then again, we do live on the 3rd floor, so...
Yeah, we do live right on the 3rd... Anywho, sorry for the distraction, guys. we obviously know how to make a good adventure, investigation, like tomb raiding kind of video game. We've got, which is all Indiana Jones really is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why haven't we made a sweet Indiana Jones game yet?
Actually, there has been an Indiana Jones game. I think
there was one on the Nintendo that sucked.
No, there was another Indiana Jones game that they were actually. I think it was one of the games, if I'm not mistaken. It ended up getting canceled, but it looked really good.
See, that would be great. I'd love to play as fucking Harrison Ford.
Dude, yeah, trust me. And that game there, yeah, you go around with the whip and shit. And it was
whipping Nazis. Yeah. Oh, I want to do that. I want to do that.
You can look it up on YouTube. Check it out. It's, I don't know the title. I know it's an Indiana Jones game.
Indiana Jones in the foot to ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hell
and the whip to the face.
Oh, he's my favorite character in Broforce, too.
Oh, Indiana
Bro.
Badass.
Oh, man. Because his whip, dude, he just crack.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he whips everything. He whips everyone's ass.
So here we have for some reason, in the playback, we stopped here and it wound up carrying over to an extended period of time. So we're going to skip over this little pause screen here. We're going to come back, after to finish up the cutscene, before we finish up the episode, guys. So, bear with us for a second while we do that. So yeah, we're back, guys. So yeah, Indiana Jones game, man. There really needs to be a sweet Indiana Jones game, man. And if they do that, so yeah, I think there really needs to be a sweet Indiana Jones game. And I think we have the direction to do it. And if we do it, though, we have to involve Steven Spielberg. He's been involved in a couple of games in the past. I think you
have to have Harrison Ford. He has to play the likeness, man.
Oh, yeah. Get him to voice
the
character, And before Sean Connery dies, because somehow he escaped the purge in 2016 of all our celebrities, he's still alive. Maybe he can even have a cameo role as Indy's father, because that was
amazing.
That was my favorite and still is my favorite Indiana Jones movie, The Last Crusade, with good old Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
You're shaken, not stirred.
Now, you're right, man. We've got all the talent from the developers. We've got. Just think about it, man. That's the one thing that hasn't come about. We've got. Uncharted. We've got Tomb Raider. We've got movies such as...
you could even make a case...
The National Treasure movies.
I was about to say, you could even make a case for a National Treasure video game or something like that. It'd probably have to come on the cusp of, the release of another movie.
I really wish they would make a National Treasure 3. I love those movies myself.
I've only seen the first one, but I like the first one. It was all right.
They're both great movies.
And the best thing is that Nick Cage is kind of his own punchline. So it's fun to watch him on top of that. Just because now he not only is he playing whatever character and you're enjoying it, but you're also kind of locked into all the funny shit that surrounds Nick Cage. So you're kind of internally, if you're me, you're kind of always internally amused a little bit.
Yeah.
They
recently filmed a movie. It was, when was it? Probably a couple months ago.
Yeah. Oh, but wait, for National Treasure?
No. We'll talk about it.
In the next episode?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Woo!